Hey guys, what's going on? This week on Jay Speak, we answer some questions. First question, do you think you can take the Orange Rockerverb 100 head and make it into a 212 combo? I guess I say no if you're talking about the stock Orange cabs. So the 212 PPC open back cab, the speakers are offset and they're diagonal, and it's actually a smaller cab than the larger closed back cab. And the closed back cab isn't that much bigger. I don't think to incorporate the actual head itself, you'd have to cut down the metal of the chassis and separate it. It would be a lot of work, I think, to actually make it work. As we can see here from this picture, you know, the metal faceplate that appears on the head does not appear in the 212 cab. It is also an open back, and if we look at the picture of the back of the cab, both speakers are beside each other, not diagonally offset like in the open back. So I think it would actually take quite a bit of work to do it. If you made a 212 to encompass the head and some speakers, yeah, absolutely, I think you could do it. It would be a bigger cabinet than what is stock. I don't specifically know the advantage of making it a combo. The Rockerverb itself is a heavy amplifier, and their cabs are kind of heavy too. It just seems like you're putting a lot of weight into one piece of equipment if you don't need to. I personally would not do that, but if you do it, I'd love to know, you know, how it works out. Question 2, who has a better cab, Mesa or Orange, when it comes to 412s? I don't think either one is necessarily better. This is going to be kind of a different kind of answer. I always kind of think that Mesa cabs sound more modern to me, a little more focused, where Orange goes all for the projection and the low end, and that would make sense to me because their amps are very low mid based, whereas Mesa's really are not. I do think that both make great cabs though. I myself have 212 versions of both companies. I've had multiple 412 Mesa cabs over the years. I played an Orange 412. I would love to get a 412 again of both, and like maybe a Freeman and a Bogner too, but honestly have no need for 412s at this point. They both make, I mean, they are very well built cabs. They can take a beating. They sound good. Mesa has some more options as far as like speakers, and like the Road King cab was a half open back and a half closed back, so that was a really interesting cab. But they have different sizes of their 412s too. The rectifiers are different than the traditional 412s. So Mesa offers different types of cabs, where Orange kind of has a couple and that's it. But they're both great. Either one is necessarily better. I think it's like what flavor you want, you know. Question 3, what's my favorite pickup? That's a really good question, actually. You know, I don't know. I think by brand, if I unpack it that way. I think over the years, for Gibson, I've really liked Burstbucker pickups. But I have found playing a lot of guitars with Burstbuckers that maybe it's not my favorite pickup. I like it in certain guitars. I think the 57 Plus kind of does it for me in a Les Paul 335. I like some Burstbuckers in 335. I think even the Burstbucker 1 and 2 or Burstbucker 2 and 3 work really well in the semi-hollows. I like P90s. I think that kind of goes across the board. So whether it's Fralin or Gibson or Friedman, like I like their pickups. I think for Friedman guitars, I really like their classic pickup. Not their Classic Plus. I mean, I like the Classic Plus, but I like the Classic. I think that's a great pickup. I think it has a lot of range in it. You know, for Telecasters, I like Twisted Tele pickups, 51 No-Casters, those are cool. Yeah, I guess that pretty much answers the question, I hope. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. As always, thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Many more videos to come. Don't miss one sub.